So like we started with building the software on top of Selenium, and then also utilizing the machine learning techniques and so on and so forth. Then we've been keep evolving our solution. So I'm pretty excited to showcase you guys our latest technology. Then yeah, we have raised the 30 million in total to date, and then we have the 130 employees globally. So we have the pretty global teams here, and then we have a lot of customers in all over the world. Then yeah, so during our 5 to 6 years of journey, we've been helping a lot of different companies, like from the fast growing startup to the large enterprise. So we've been helping a lot of Fortune Global 500 companies to accelerate their software development processes, and then also QA processes. Yeah, so those are some of the notable customers of us. Yeah. So yeah, let's go into the main topic of today. So first of all, I would like to talk about Playwright. I mean, I guess almost like most of you guys maybe using Playwright, and then also understand the benefits of Playwright already. But yeah, let me kind of recap of why we need to choose Playwright right now, right? So we've been actually seeing a lot of evolution of the automation technologies, but Playwright actually it's pretty advanced, by comparing the other open source framework. So because first of all, it's very fast. It's using the CDP protocol, so not using the web drivers. So the execution speed is very fast. First of all, and then also what's notable point of Playwright is definitely stable execution than any other platforms, any other tools, because of the auto wait functionality. So like with Selenium, you have to write the wait function by yourself to get the element loaded, right? But it's actually auto weighted, and then also the semantic locator. As long as you write the HTML in the semantic way, you can use the semantic locator so that the locating the element is going to be way more stable than before. So this gives you the less headache of the maintenance, right? Then also the cross browser support. I mean, I would say that cross browser is going to be less important than 5 to 10 years ago. But still, a Playwright supports the major browsers, which is actually the advantage of the Playwright. So
Why do you
I
say that
think.
cross browsers are going to be less important?
Oh yeah, so that's actually a good point. So I've been doing the web development for past 15 to 20 years. So going back to 20 years ago, there's IE5, IE6, and then the browser difference of the browser was a huge. But now the browser is going towards the more same direction right now. The Chromium, most of the browsers is based on on top of Chromium, right? So the behavior is not, of course, it's a little bit different, but it's basically same. Yeah. So difference between the browser is getting smaller than ever. So I would say, as long as testing with Chromium, you can cover the 80 to 90% of the cases, I would say.
Mhm.
So that's why, yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So yeah, so let's talk about the AI. So LLM has been tremendously evolved the last 1 to 2 years, and then first of all, one of the notable point of the AI evolution this year is definitely agent. Yeah, I think you kind of fed up hearing about agent, but definitely agent is gonna be key for the evolution in this year specifically. So yeah, again, for those you're not pretty clear sure about what's AI agent. So AI agent an LLM, when it's released, LLM was just answering the question you put into the chat, and then give you the answer, right? So that is was the expected interaction. But now AI agent can achieve the more like abstract goals, right? So it can autonomously achieve the goal. Then also it can learn from the environment of the data that you put, so that it can make the decisions autonomously. Yeah. So you don't really need to put the full input of like what needs to be done in the process. So you can just give the high level of the input so that AI agent can autonomously think like in the loop to do a lot of different small tasks to achieve the higher level of the task. So that's basically how AI agent works. And then another notable evolution, I would say, is like MCP. So MCP, and then also the Google has just launched the agent to agent A to A. But like how to interact each other, like the agent to other services or agent to agent, right? So that concept was recently introduced, and then that is going to be the actually huge progress in the AI field. So the MCP in short is the kind of like it said that USB port for AI applications, right? So you have a bunch of tools that you are using right now, but like previously, there's no way to connect the tools. I mean, no easy way to connect those external tools into LLM. But now there's the protocol set, MCP, so the LLM can easily communicate with like other tools like a Slack or like GitHub or Salesforce, I don't know, like or database. It can be anything. It can be anything as long as you define the protocol. The LLM can interact with anything, right? So that opens up the huge opportunity of like what it can do, right? So that now AI agent can connect to the any other like a third party tools or external tools or internal whatever, then can do the higher level of tasks. So what's gonna be impact to us, right? So this is gonna open up a lot of opportunity of for our daily job. With those things, I see a huge opportunity of the accelerating the QA processes. So I kind of put the some ideas that we are working on, and we are working as well as we have deployed already. But like here's the process of the software development lifecycle, right? Starting off from the writing requirements, writing the define the design, implementing the software, test, and deploy, right? So those 5 steps. Then like how AI can accelerate the process from the QA quality perspective. First of all, AI can review the requirement. That AI can create the test cases. AI can automatically generate the automated tests as well. Then for the test execution, AI can execute a test, right? Then also AI can possibly like plan ahead of like which test has to be run by understanding the context. Then, of course, like after deploying it or after running the test, like you can also pretty much do the root cause analysis kind of thing by AI. Yeah. So to do that, we have just launched the Autify Nexus platform, actually like launched last week, April 30th. So Autify Nexus, I would like to highlight here 3 key points. Autify Nexus is built on top of Playwright. So it's actually Playwright native architecture for flexibility. So whenever you create a Nexus scenario, the Playwright script is underneath. So you can anyway anytime export the Playwright, or you can anytime customize the record scenario onto the Playwright format. So it's going to be super flexible. And then also there's no like a vendor lock-in. Yeah. Then also similar to other tools like the Autify Nexus is like a low-code interface. And then you don't need to write the code every time. You can just like a record and utilizing AI to create the automated test, which is very simple. Then the thirdly is the biggest is like Gen AI powered automation. So let me drill down. So yeah, as I mentioned, like it's built on the Playwright, so it's actually faster than ever, and then also more stable, right? So as I mentioned, the benefits of Playwright, then also fully customizable because the Playwright native, you can anytime convert the recorded scenario into Playwright code. Then no vendor lock-in because Playwright native, right? Then also low-code the interface. Yeah, so I think you guys are familiar with those kind of low-code interface already, but like it's still there. So it's easy maintenance for everyone, quick test creation, and then it can also bridge the gap between devs and QA, right? So QAs can create the test in the no-code interface while dev can access to the Playwright script, so that it can build the collaboration between devs and QA. Yeah. Then lastly, and the Gen AI powered automation. So what we have implemented so far is agentic automated scenario creation and then test case generation and more. So I would like to show you the more thing today as well. I would like to do some sort of sneak peek today. Then lastly, so the Autify Nexus is very flexible architecture. So it can actually work as a desktop application that works locally, but it also has the server-side component, which is portable. So you can actually use it as the cloud server. But if you need more security, you can actually bring that on to your local environment and then make it work as on-prem. Then also we use AI. We are kind of the mode agnostic, so you can use the AI through our the server to selected cloud models, or you can actually bring your own model. So like we are the very flexible architecture with Autify Nexus. Yeah. So yeah, it's fun demo time, I think. So let me show you how that works.
Really quick, I don't know if you have a demo. Someone wanted to see if there's any way you could talk more about MCP works with Playwright and if there's a demo for that, but I don't know if there is or not. Just a heads up.
Oh yeah, so we actually have few demos about the MCP, but it's actually MCP works underneath.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna actually highlight, the other, in this part MCP is
Awesome.
underneath
Cool.
or something.
Perfect.
Sounds great. So let me see.
This is live, everyone. So you never know. Cross your fingers and see what happens. But
yeah, please.
Pulling up the demo now. Get your questions in for sure, and we'll try to get to them as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, here's the can you guys see my screen okay, I guess?
I can see it. If anyone has any issues, let me know and I'll let you know as well.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the desktop app of Autify Nexus. So I think you are familiar with this type of no code tool. So this can work as basically you expect it, right? So you can create a scenario. So test guild, test scenario sample, then so when you hit start recording, it opens up the browser window, and then it comes with this the recorder here, right? Then it records the anything you have done to this the browser window. So I can click these things, and then I can assert against the let's say this element, right? Autify Nexus, it should show the Autify Nexus text. So, those kind of, the basic, the record and playback experience it's provided. Then whenever you record it, right? As I mentioned, let me see, let me save it first. Then you can export this into the Playwright code anytime you want. Then you can edit this, and then you can actually anytime convert this step into the Playwright step. right? So like if you want to customize the step, now it's so easy, right? So you can just convert a record step into the playwright code. Then you can add, like whatever you want here. So, but as long as it's okay with just recording, keep recording it, you can just do it, right? Then of course there's the playwright code step as well as the so-called JavaScript step. JavaScript step is like it works on the browser context. So like with the combination of JavaScript step and the playwright code step, you can pretty much do anything. Yeah, so you can also access to your database from the playwright code step because it works locally. Then run the batch script or something, and then after the batch script is finished, you can continue the interactions through the UI or something. Like you can do lots of things from here. So it's very, very customizable. Then let me show you something very cool here. So like one of the AI feature. So we have a bunch of AI feature, but we have um, some interesting AI features here. So let me see. So if I go to, let's say, contact us. Yeah. Then, so that this AI assist, this is the first version of the AI test case automated scenario creation feature. So this does the like a very simple thing, but powerful thing. So like it creates the playwright code step with the like a natural language prompt. So like let me see. Please fill out the form with random but valid data. And plus the submit button to validate the, no, this is submit the valid button. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, then it's gonna run through the LLM to come up with the playwright code step that works to meet my prompt. Yeah, so it's gonna generate the playwright code like this, right? So let's do this. Yeah. Oh, it worked. Yeah. So like recording the this type of like a form input takes a lot of time, but I could actually done with the very simple prompt here, right? Then yeah, this is done. Then I can actually like done with this. Maybe I can just press contact us, then see how that goes. But oh yeah, anyways, yeah. So done. Then yeah. So as you can see, right? This was generated. Yeah. So with the like a few words of prompt, this playwright code was generated. Yeah. So this is the kind of like the first like a very first launch of the our Gen AI capability. I actually we are working on the more exciting stuff. So I'm gonna do the sneak peek later on. But yeah, this is the kind of first step of the Gen AI feature. But it's pretty powerful. Like if you have a long form or like a lot of interaction included, you can just do the few prompts and then that's all. Yeah. Then as long as you record it, then save it, and then you can actually run this. Then so because this is Prela, it's pretty fast. Then oh sorry, this might not work because the other contact us was not clicked. Anyways, yeah. So whenever the test is run, you can see this kind of like a nice test result screen. Um, then you can also pretty much set up the test plans like this. Yeah, so where you can specify the time zone language and then the browser, we have the Edge and Chrome supported already. Then you can pretty much kind of select which should be run here. Yeah. So That's the basic thing of how the Autify Nexus works. And then I'm actually like working on the local workspace right now, but we do have a remote workspace as well where you can share the scenarios and test result with other teams. So like you can pretty much have the local environment as well as the shared space. Yeah. So like a local and the shared is kind of like shared repository type of thing, as you can say. Yeah, anyways, yeah, so that's basically about the how the Autify Nexus works.
Real,
Then let me
a few
yep.
questions. People want to know: does any of this apply to normal Playwright? Can they incorporate AI, or is it normally it's best to use a vendor tool that sits on top of it that already has AI baked into it?
Why you need to like use the vendor kind of tool
Pretty
like
much, yeah.
rather than yeah. So I mean, of course you can use the LLM natively if you know how to really leverage this. But actually, like like one of the very important thing of like utilizing AI is how to give the right context,
Mm,
right? So if you give the right input and right context, the outcome is going to be definitely great, but you need to have some certain skill set and a certain kind of way to give the right input to the LLM. So which is actually managed by like a tools like us, right? So we give the right context and the right prompt to the LLM so that the quality is gonna be actually better than like you just like natively randomly use the LLM. So that will be like one of the reason, because like let's say Carso, right? Like if you guys are using Carso, like Carso is just the like another version of GitHub Copilot per se. But since it managed the context very well, the outcome and the user experience is very good. So of course, theoretically saying you can just use Claude Sonnet to
mm,
generate the code and so on and so forth. But like using Carso is way faster, way more efficient than just using the Cloud Sonnet natively.
right.
So that's what you can consider whether using the kind of paid vendor powered service or some sort of like a native kind of solution, I would say.
Gotcha. And what you're showing could be done, but it would take a lot of work. But you're not saying it can't be done on their end.
That's
You're just
right. That's
showing an
of
example of how
course.
you're able to do it with your system,
Yeah,
but it could be applied to Playwright in general with AI if someone was so inclined to
exactly.
do so. Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Playwright, now the Playwright has launched the MCP server, right? So you can pretty much connect the Playwright MCP onto Closed Sonnet, like a closed desktop app, then generate the Playwright code. But that way, I mean, like a Playwright community has done the webinar, but that way, like it will be, of course, it can give you the kind of like a basic good level of the Playwright code, but like you need like some additional work to do that. But like to manage the context better, by managing the context better, you can pretty much get the right outcome, like I showed you, right?
Perfect.
So yeah, that will be a kind of the way to consider, I think.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, let me continue. But yeah, feel free to interrupt me the any question you come up with. I would like to make this as interactive as possible. Yeah. So yeah. So next up is the more AI features. Yeah. So let me show you something. Sec. So I showed you the basic AI capability of generating the playlist step, but I would like to showcase you the sneak peek of our agentic feature. Um, yeah, so this is the recorded version. So we haven't launched this yet, but it will be launched pretty soon. Yeah, very soon. Let me see this one. Can you see my screen? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is actually the next version of Autify Nexus. I mean, which will be come out pretty soon. But yeah, the basic experience. I mean, this is same, but now it has the so-called agent feature. Yeah, on this the tab. Yeah. So where you can put the more like higher level task to the agent, and then the it's gonna record the next steps, not the playwright code. Yeah. So the prompt is kind of somewhat similar to what I showed you, but like the go to. So it was on the contact us page when I showed you the example last time, right? But this one, like you now see the homepage, and then yeah, just asking to go to the other contact us page, fill in the form with a random but valid data with autify.com domain for the email, and submit to make sure it works fine. Yeah, so it is higher level, like more abstract than I put in the previous example. Yeah, then when you send this prompt to the agent, the agent is going to be reactively think about how to achieve this task, right? So start thinking about how to do this, right? So okay, so first I need to navigate to the contacts page and then fill in the form and then submit to verify it works. So it actually automatically drew down into the three steps. Yeah. Then okay, so like let me go to the contacts page now. Then okay, so now I'm analyzing what kind of form is here. This is our new agentic feature on Autify Nexus, which is going to be launched pretty soon. Yeah. So with this, right, prompt of step-by-step instruction of what needs to be done, then like send it to the other agent, and the agent is gonna record this on behalf of you, and then you can review the outcome, then fix the few things. So like now the automation creation is gonna be way more efficient than before. Then because we are working on top of Playwright, then everything is recorded is gonna be can be exported to Playwright as well. Then also, I mean, we're not specifically using MCP here, but we are using like a similar to how MCP works underneath. So like agent is now communicating with the our own kind of MCP of the recorder. So like we define the list of the action that the agent can take. Um, so that action connected to the Nexus recorder, so that the agent can easily navigate to the specific action to let's say element click or assertion or input something in the field. So those actions are defined and listed internally, so that agent can easily like use those method to do this action. So this is like exactly like exactly same as how MCP works. Yeah,
Quick question, Rio. Someone had a good,
sure.
interesting take. They wanted to know who tests these agents, though. So the agent is testing, but who tests the agent that's doing the testing? I don't know if I know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of meta. Yeah.
That's actually very good question. Very good question. So, like, the of course the agent and the AI is non-deterministic. So how to test is gonna be like, very challenging, but basically can apply the similar strategy that we've been doing for the traditional software. So we kind of do the mix of the this deterministic test plus the non-deterministic test to those AI agent. First of all, the deterministic test is gonna be some sort of regression test, right? So we test the kind of like a small chunk of functionality for those AI agent, right? So it can be kind of here's the input, here's the expected outcome, right? So it can be just simple input versus output type of tests. So which can be written by another agent. I mean, which can be executed by another agent or can be simply applied to some sort of like typical automation framework like playwright or something like that. So it depends on like the input versus outcome. So we have internally have built the kind of testing agent ourselves as well, which can evaluate the quality. I mean, which can evaluate the output of the certain modules. Then the non-deterministic test is also can be utilized by AI agent as well. So it's kind of like a weird, but AI agent is tested by another AI agent. Yeah. Then if something going wrong, we can do the manual testing, right? So that's basically the strategy for the test for AI, I would say. So non-deterministic tests, like the understanding quality or something, right? So like one of the tests that we have built is I'm gonna demo you later on, but we have the test case generation feature as well. So test case generation feature, we want to achieve a certain coverage, right? So like a coverage is kind of non-deterministic. So like we use the AI agent to evaluate the coverage of the test create generated test cases, and then if this is like like lower than the threshold, and then the human's gonna be manually oversee the outcome and so on and so forth. So
Gotcha.
there's a multiple levels to like evaluate the quality of the AI agent, I would say.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So yeah, let me move on. So yeah, that was like one of the advanced AI capability that we have, but we do have more. So as I showed you here, right? So there's a possibility of how AI can contribute to the accelerate the QA processes. So yeah, we've been pretty much like building like most of those things already. Some of them already launched, some of them is about to be launched, but I would like to do some sort of sneak peek. So first of all, so those are a few things that we have implemented. The AI requirement review. So like one of the other process of the QA workflow will be like us when the product manager or someone has written the requirement. The QA is going to assess the analyze the PRD from the quality perspective, right? So like now you can get the help from the AI as well, so AI can kind of quickly comment the like a PRD, then pinpoint like like some of things need to be clarified more because maybe most of you guys are facing the kind of you know uh like um like a quality of the PRD. I mean, quality is not always the same, right? If the other person write the PRD, the quality will be different, and then also the granularity will be different. So this will be very challenging from the QA perspective because some of the PRD, some details are very specified, but some of them are not. So in that case, you might wanna kind of standardize the granularity and the quality of the PRD. So now you can actually get the help from the Gen AI to automatically pinpoint, and then like I would suggest writing this in rewriting this part in this way or something like that. That can be done by AI as well. Then for the design part, right? So of course, as I mentioned, test case generation. I'm gonna show you shortly after this, but Yeah, so by taking in the PRD or like a PDF, Jira, and Figma, like we can actually take a lot of like different formats. By analyzing those the requirements, now we can generate the a higher coverage of the test cases from that input. Yeah. Then yeah, this is already yeah. So let me showcase you the how we can generate the other test cases. So I'm gonna show you another live demo. Let me see. Where was it? Oh yeah, here. So yeah, so currently the test case generation part is separated into the different app, but we are about to merge those two apps into together, which is gonna be coming very soon. But anyways, you can connect this each other. So yeah, so if you wanna create the other test case, right? So you can upload the you can upload the PRD, like give me a sec, like this. So yeah, you can kind of like upload the markdown file or PDF or yeah, text file. Then also like you can upload the like the requirement from Jira. By connecting to the Jira, you can actually quickly import the Jira ticket from here, right? So which is pretty simple. And then also we have the Figma integration as well. So where you can put the Figma URL here, then the Genesis, this test case creation is going to analyze the what's inside of Figma, then generating the test cases from here. Yeah. Then whenever you upload, you can see the kind of like a preview of the PRD, then you can also start generating the test cases from here. It takes some time, so I have already created the list of the test cases here with the same input. Yeah, so here's the generated test cases. Yeah, so there's a list of the groups. It automatically groups into the some level of the criteria. Then you can see the this you could actually create the 103 test cases from the PRD. Then you can pretty much see like the test cases into Garpin format. um so this is gonna definitely save a lot of time of coming up with a lot of test cases. Then it try to like cover as many test cases as possible. So if we want to edit, you can actually edit the scenario from here, which is pretty easy. Yeah. Then so whenever you create this test case, right, you can pretty much like use this as an input for agent. So you can just put this like create a test cases into agent so that the whole pipeline is going to be connected. You put the PRD, generating the test cases, and then like generate the test cases, put into the Autify Nexus, and then it's going to automatically record the those like a test cases into the Autify Nexus format as well as Playwright. So the whole sequence is going to be smoothly connected with this. Yeah, so it can now generate this list of the test cases. Then, yeah, let me show you something about the reviewing feature as well. Yeah, so this is also is gonna be launching next few days or a week. But yeah, so yeah, so when you upload the PRD, right, then it's gonna process the PRD and then show you the some comments, right? So it can like show you the comments from the quality perspective, and then yeah, you can pretty much kind of review those comments and then uh like update the PRD accordingly so that it can cover more tests. Yeah, because like we've been working on this the test case creation product for actually a year. But with the recent AI evolution, if you put the right input, then you can definitely get the right outcome. So the input matters a lot. The context matters a lot. So making the input the more detailed is going to be the key to get the qualified outcome. Yeah. So this is the test case generation part. Yeah. Yeah. Then lastly, I would like to quickly kind of sneak peek our lab projects. The first is kind of this AI execution part, right? AI execution. So, like, we have actually launched the open source project, which is called Ether, which is the natural language test execution. I'm gonna quickly show you the demo of the open source as well. Let me see. So yeah, so this is kind of like very kind of advanced lab project. So which has like some, limitations, of course, but like a basic idea is just using the markdown file or the text file as you know as an automated test already, right? So like this is the markdown file which I have written. Then like these are the step by step instruction. Then I can kind of pretty much run this via this terminal. Yeah, by using AI. Oh, give me a sec. I think I should share the entire screen. Yeah. So you see my screen okay, right? Yeah. So when I run this, right? So this is gonna use the LLM to run this markdown file. Yeah. Then it opens up the browser window, and then so it tried to interact with this browser from this natural language input. Yeah. So this is still kind of like experimental project because first of all of course the highlight is gonna be you can actually write the automation in natural language, which is way easier. But the as a downside, as you guys know, LLM is non-deterministic, so it will give you the different result. Then also execution speed is actually slower than the native Playwright. Also, by the way, this is actually using the Playwright MCP underneath. Yeah. So with the natural language test input with LLM and Playwright MCP, then that's make it possible. So actually the test is passed. Then you can also see the where was it? The trace. Yeah. So you're familiar with the trace video, right? So you can see the other trace like this. Then yeah, now the other test is complete. So the normal simple test cases can be just executed by this. But yeah, so this is great. I think this is gonna be the future. So that's why we actually start working on this project as the open source. But yeah, of course, the other downside is still it gives you the different result, and then also it's slower than Playwright, and then also the cost, right? I mean, cost is kind of minimal. When I run this, it's just 3 cents. So I mean, but of course, Playwright is gonna be almost free, right? So you can yeah, I think you can try it out, but yeah, so of course the highlight is gonna be the natural language input, and then also you don't really need to handle a lot of maintenance headaches, right? You don't really need to kind of like handle with the element changes or timing issue and so on and so forth, because LLM can do this by itself. So yeah, but it's experimental project, but I think it's something very interesting to the other testing community, I thought. So that's why I actually share that with you guys as the sneak peek. Then yeah, last thing I wanted to showcase you is a little bit different from the testing context, but it's still very relevant, I think. So one of the challenge of the test case generation, as I mentioned, I mean, if the input is great, outcome is gonna be also great. But so when it comes to PRD or requirement, um, I'm sure that like you guys don't have the holistic like the requirement, the holistic documentation of how your application behaves, right? So if you do have one, you put this into the like our like test case creation product to get the like almost 100% of the coverage of test cases. But in reality, like most of the organization don't have that kind of holistically written documentation of your product. So that's why like what we have decided to do is like generating the PRD from the source code. So we actually successfully reverse engineer the source code into the PRD, so that as a next step, using this PRD to create the higher coverage of test cases faster, right? So let me quickly show you how that works. So this is about to be launched. So you see, yeah. So you can kind of like specify the where the source code is. You can put the source code directory here. Then start generating the documentation. So yeah, so it's gonna kind of indexing the also all the source code into the vectorized database. Then from that information, it can kind of process the those indexed source code into the one holistic view of the documentation. So yeah, so this is done. So yeah, I actually put the Autify Genesis, the test case creation product source code into this product. So it could successfully generate the holistic kind of coverage of the documentation of the product. And then you can pretty much ask the behavior of this product, right? So tell me how I can log into Genesis application. Then it can instantly answer, based on the PRD, like you have these methods. Sorry, it's unformatted, but yeah. So it can actually answer you like here's the few different ways to log into your application. So yeah, so it can answer anything about your the source code. Yeah. So yeah, so the purpose to do that is to, of course, as I mentioned, generating the higher coverage with test cases, right, at the end of the day. But of course, like for this alone, it's going to be beneficial for the software development teams and the QA teams, because it will be very difficult to have the holistic understanding of like how your application really behaves, right? So yeah, so it's gonna be kind of course, using LLM. It would have some hallucination. So like a human needs to review it. Human needs to review it and edit it. But it's gonna give you the very quick basics of the understanding of your application. So I think the rest of the process is gonna be much smoother than before. So yeah, so those are the things that we are have
Real well, we got a lot of chats going on, especially about testing non-deterministic systems, how it's not really testing, and how do you trust AI that's doing non-deterministic testing if the result's different all the time?
Oh yeah, so the open source Ether, I guess the question to
Yeah,
the open source project, right? Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. So of course, so it's still experimental. So we don't have the very clear answer yet. To be there's some solutions, right? Because it's non-deterministic, but you can cache the result. You can cache the input of LLM, or you can cache this as the playwright code as well. Yeah. So like you can, if you see the good outcome of the LLM execution, then you can actually cache into the playwright code, so you can actually avoid from the non-deterministic behavior. So there's a few ways to achieve that. Then also like as the like LLM evolution goes, then non that kind of non-deterministic part is gonna be relatively minimized, because I would say like human ourselves are not so not so much non-deterministic, I would say. So how do you really rely on the manual testing per se, right? So at the end of the day, it's gonna be some sort of that kind of discussion. But anyways, yeah, as of right now, it's still experimental. So I mean, you guys can try it out, and then I would like to kind of keep this kind of discussion going forward with the open source project. So
Awesome.
yeah, thanks for the question.
Okay, some more questions coming in. Where do these scripts reside? Due to security concerns, I would want to have everything on prem.
Oh yeah, yeah. So thank you so much for the Nexus, Autify Nexus question, right? So the playwright code is actually living inside of your local environment. Then also like if you choose to like work on the remote environment, it's gonna be resides on the server side component. So which can be portable, as I mentioned. So if you choose to work with the cloud server side component, our cloud server side component, right? It's gonna be reside on our cloud server environment. But if you choose to like go with on-prem server component, it's gonna be reside on the your on-prem server side component. So if you like, if you are in the highly secured kind of the organization project, you can actually choose that way, so that we are not going to touch any of your resources.
All right, perfect. Okay, next question is takes a little bit to load up, so I will read it to you and it will appear eventually on the screen. Um, what type of LLM models are being used here? Will the data being used by LLM models contain for the purpose and not leak the data? So I guess are they self-contained or are they going to leak the data that you're sharing with them? Oh, here it is. I'll highlight it.
Yeah, so we are currently using the cloud OpenAI models. So of course, like the input goes to the those cloud AI models as of right now. We are also like
Within usually Selenium, but any type of
Oh
programming.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, okay, okay. About this question a lot. Like, can we use the page object model here? But yeah, as of right now, we're not using any page object model as of right now, because I mean, yeah, because exported like a playwright is a single playwright code, so it's not gonna be referring to like other playwright module or something like that. So like the answer will be like no as of right now, but I mean, like at the end of the day, like I would say like what I want to do is like I don't want like people to kind of concern about like a page object model at the end of the day. So like it should be handled automatically. So like we have a plan to implement this type of page object model feature internally. So yeah, that's gonna be coming sometime near future, I would say.
All right, some more. Does it support? A lot of people always have issues like with shadow DOMs and iframes. So will Autify work with the iframes?
Yeah, iframe works great. And then Shadow we have actually tested with the Salesforce. So like Salesforce utilize a lot of Shadow DOM. So I believe it works. So yeah, if you have any specific the website, and then I think you might want to test it out. You can actually test it for free. So but basically we support those the things.
Awesome. Does it support Safari?
Safari as of right now, as of right now, no. But I mean, if this is something that you are really looking for, we can of course consider implementing it because we are built on top of Playwright. Playwright supports the not pure Safari. It actually supports the WebKit. So if you're just okay with WebKit, we can support technically, but we it's difficult to support Safari for technical reasons. I mean, pure Safari. WebKit is totally possible with Playwright.
You already answered this, but make sure. So it doesn't support Palm. It would just be raw Playwright code if they were to export the code itself.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Okay. Do you have a comparison table for Autify and other similar tools? What advantages does Autify have over its competitors?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm happy to share with you like some of the comparison table. Like yeah, if you reach out to us, I mean, like we have some internal kind of comparison table. Then yeah, I
Awesome.
think like one of the biggest thing will be playwright based, and then the Gen AI native kind of capability, I would say. So, but anyways, yeah, if you have some like a specific perspective you want to compare with, we are actually happy to give you more information.
Okay, so someone wants to know test case written by Genesis and those written by author herself can be distinguished.
Um,
Not sure what they're getting at. But I just don't. I don't.
I see, I see. Understood, understood. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's see. I mean, currently the Genesis doesn't really support. Let me see. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I mean, currently it's not really distinguished, I would say. But yeah, of course, it's possible. We can technically, it's easy to distinguish, like, here's the manual written,
Oh,
here's like
gotcha. Mix and
automatically
match them.
generated.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we don't have that feature yet, to be honest, but it's easy
Um,
to implement.
put it on the roadmap. That's good. Someone's asking for it. That's what's great about these live things for sure. A few more questions coming in. Uh, all right, I'll just read them until it loads up. But let's see what good questions we have. Is there a plan to make it work for mobile app testing? How
Oh
about
yeah.
supporting Electron?
Right, right, right. So mobile, actually, we have the mobile test automation product as well. So which I haven't really demoed today. But we do support the mobile. Um, then we also have a plan to support mobile in the more AI native way. So like as I show you the Ether, right? The open source, it can actually connect to the like other MCPs, not only Playwright, but also it can connect to the kind of like a mobile application type of MCP where you can actually interact with a mobile application as well. So like our end goal is gonna be more like supporting any other platforms with the AI native way. So but anyways, yeah, if you're looking for the other mobile automation tool, we actually do have the other mobile automation in place already.
So I know you have mobile as well, but I don't know if you have desktop, right? I know a lot of companies using AI now with image based, so you can run it against anything. Anything for non-web applications other than. The mobile.
Yeah, currently the web and mobiles are something we support.
Right.
Then desktop, that is gonna be our, the in the roadmap,
Gotcha.
right? So yeah, like with AI, at the end of the day, you can pretty much test anything. So yeah.
All right. Someone talking about MCP. Let me see if I can highlight it. MCP seems the ability MCP to me seems like the ability to reuse protocols to connect with different third-party tools. Is that accurate? Almost like how we use Palm to reuse code in tests, that we reuse code and how the agent connects with various tools so you don't have to retype with every connection.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, of course, without MCP, I mean, you can interact with the external tools without MCP, of course. Yeah, but it's actually way more complicated. So then with MCP, you can kind of predefine like set actions in place, so that like the LLM can easily pick those defined actions. So it's gonna be quick and more accurate than just LLM agent exploring what to do. Yeah. So yeah, I think you are understanding right.
Okay. Some more questions coming in. Like I said, wait for the refresh here, but I'll read one to you. What if self-healing is hallucinating? It's this third one down.
What if self healing is hallucinating? Hmm. Good question. so, so is this saying that the when the self healing is done, but it's hallucinated, so it's not really self healed?
Right.
How
How do we
do you
know?
gonna deal with that, right?
You're not
Yeah,
proposing to replace people, I guess. I think people might be confused. There's
yeah,
always going
that's
to be a
right.
human in the loop. You don't take this as face value. It says it does something, but you're going to need to look and just
E-
verify, all right, it failed. Did it really fail really quick? But it takes care of all the other busy work, I would think.
Exactly. So yeah, I think I haven't really clarified that point, but our mission is not to kind of replace human, right? Our mission is to empower human. So I don't think I think AI is gonna be empowering humans. So like humans should be in the loop. I mean, like you cannot ignorantly like believe what AI gives you because AI is hallucinating. Then you're not. Of course, you are reviewing your like the work of your colleagues and like other people's work as well. Like it's kind of same, right? You cannot just like ignorantly trust the outcome of the AI created. So our mission is to like build the kind of workflow that can smoothly put a human in the loop so that like efficiently review the outcome of the AI generated so that because like a human needs to review the older work and then fix the anything. So like the point is how can we make the users more efficiently review the AI work? Because yeah, that's actually the key for the success.
Nice. I guess you have people looking at this. So the one question is, can this be priceless? And I believe so. If is Autify is priceless, given there's no pricing page, it's hard for me to get buy-in from my engineering head. I don't know. Maybe that's a call or something. Email
Okay,
offline.
yeah. So sorry. So yeah, so the Nexus is actually how it just launched. So that's why we are kind of like working with the kind of like a beta pricing, kind of like letting the people use for free, then getting the feedback of how valuable it is. So like we are kind of like in the middle of like defining the pricing,
Hmm.
so for the past few weeks, but we have already set the pricing. So yeah, I think we can publish the pricing on the homepage or something like sometime soon. So yeah, this is just the timing issue, I would say.
Right. Yeah, 'cause I think that you just released it like Monday, right? This
Yeah,
week,
yeah. So actually, like last Wednesday.
last Wednesday.
So
That's what it was.
yeah,
Okay.
so some of the things were kind of delayed and then coming up later on.
Totally
So yeah.
awesome. One other person asked, what security measures are in place for handling sensitive test data? Uh, do you have compliance standards, SOC 2, ISO, etc.?
Um,
It's the by Prasad, fourth one down. Just wants to know about any security measures or any certifications.
Oh yeah. So we are actually under the SOC 2 and then ISO 27001. So to meet the standard, we kind of encrypt all the data, and then we have the security protocol and then documentation in place. So yeah, I think we are ready to serve those kind of like highly secured organization under those certificate, I would say. Yeah.
Awesome. Can you provide external input like Excel, CSV, text files? Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I'm so sorry. We're 11 minutes over. Sorry, everyone. I just want to blast through these questions. We have time for a few more. Sorry about that, Rayo. So can we
No,
provide
no worries.
external inputs? Like I just got so caught up in this awesomeness. Can we provide external input files like Excel, CSV, and text files?
So for the test case generation, I assume, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
Um, yeah. So, I mean, we can take in Excel, but not in the Excel format. I mean, like how we process Excel is like converting Excel into PDF first, because like the Excel, if you Excel is actually pretty difficult format to be honest, because you can use it like pretty much in any way. So like understanding the Excel file, the context of Excel file from the format itself is very challenging. So that's why like it's better to kind of analyze this from the image recognition perspective. So
Mm,
that's why we use we ask the user to convert that into the PDF file first, and then put the PDF into Autify Genesis. Yeah.
gotcha. All right, Rio. Like we said, we're over time, so apologize to everyone. I lost track of time. But before we go, any parting words of wisdom you want to leave the guild?
Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for giving me a lot of questions. So I wish I were able to answer everything of questions, but yeah, let's continue the discussion. I'm happy to answer any questions. So like if you guys reach out to me, then yeah, would like to continue the conversation. Then yeah, as I mentioned, like I'm always like pleasure speaking in front of the test case community because it's very vibrant and then very cutting edge community. I believe in this testing market. So yeah, would like to get a lot of like get the honest feedback from you guys of like what we are building. Yeah, so if you like share with me the expectation, or if we are going wrong direction, then like just honestly tell me so that we can we can build something definitely like valuable to the community. So yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for having me today, Joe.
Thank you so much. And as always, great stuff. And hopefully we'll see you again on the guild. Thank you again.
Yeah,
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Rio. Cheers.
thank you.
All right. Thanks again, Rio, for joining the guild today and sharing your automation awesomeness. I know there's a lot of questions here that we may have missed, and I apologize. Some people wanted a more generic session on AI and Playwright. Maybe I can find someone to talk about AI and Playwright and generically, and we can do just a session on that. If anyone's here listening that can do that, let me know. Hit me up in an email, and we could set that up. But I want to thank once again Autify for partnering with the guild on this webinar. Make sure to learn more about them in the Learn More tab. Also, keep your eye out on an email in a few days with the link to this recording and also Rio's email address, as well as some other links. And if you have any concerns or questions for me, you can always drop me an email at joe@testguild.com or in the survey. So if you could do one last favor, we're always trying to make these things meet your expectations. If we didn't meet them, or if we did meet them, or ways to improve, you could just, I know we're overboard, but if you could just take time to answer these last 3 questions, highly would recommend it. So thank you, the 87 people that are still here. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, IR. Thank you, John, as always. Thank you, CW5000. It's a cool name. Thank you, George. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Naveed. Thank you, Anonymous. I wish people would give you their real name, but thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Mom. Awesome. And like I said, if you want to learn more about AI in general with Playwright, thank you, George. Send me an email. Maybe we could set something up if that's something you could talk about. But I thought this was an awesome session. I love seeing how you can implement it through a vendor, and vendors speak with a lot of different people. They see more than we see. So I think it's always interesting to see how they implement things. So CDub, even better. Cool. All right, so thank you everyone. I'm gonna fade to black, but as always, test everything to keep the good. And like I said, if you could just do me one last favor, I know we're over time. If you could just answer 3 quick questions in that survey, it would be much appreciated. But in the meantime, I'll keep this up and running so you can take that survey. And thank you, Abraham. Thank you, Sai. And as always, test everything to keep the good. Cheers.
The kingdom bringing light. Go cruise.